Good morning, students. In previous section, we have studied about the indefinite integral. Now today you will learn about the definite integral. Now what is definite integral? Now you know that in indefinite integral, that is the function a integration of f of x dx. This is indefinite integral. You studied about that. Then after integration, suppose the integration of f of x is coming here, capital F of x plus c. In indefinite integral, the c will come, the constant will come. But in definite integral, the constant will not come. In this definite integral, the value is unique. But in indefinite integral, if you are finding the solution by another method, you can get the different answer. But in definite integral, the value is same. The value will be same. You are applying any method, you will get the same answer, and that c is not. You will not get the c because c will not come in the definite integral. A definite integral is denoted by the integration of f of x dx a to b. This a is known as lower limit and this b is known as upper limit. A is lower limit and this is upper limit. You know about indefinite integral. What is the meaning of indefinite integral? That previous one, it means you are finding the differentiation of any function and you are getting the derivative, and after derivative by integration we are getting that function, that is indefinite integral, and constant is coming here. But in definite integral, this integration of f of x dx, integration of a to b, it is bounded. This function is bounded between the limits a and b. You can see here by geometrically that this is x dash, y dash. Now this limit x, suppose this is a curve here, like this any curve. Now this limit, this what is y f of x, let this function is y equal to f of x, then this limit, this is the limit for x, then f of x dx. So x is equal to a, you know that this x is equal to a is parallel to y axis, so x is equal to a, and then upper limit is b, that is x equal to b. So it means you are finding the area between this above x axis and this curve, that is y equal to f of x, which the function is given here. It means you are finding the area between this curve and above the x axis. You are finding the area, this one. This is known as the definite integral. Integration of a to b f of x dx, that varies from limit x equal to a and x equal to b above x axis and y equal to f of x. In simple means you can say that definite integral means it is the area that bounded between these limits, that is a to b, and you will get the answer between this limit a to b. So this is known as the definite integral. Now there are two methods to find out the definite integral. First one is limit of sum, and second one is by second fundamental theorem or by second fundamental theorem of calculus. In this you can find out the difference between this one. Now this limit of sum is deleted in this here, so we will not solve this method limit of sum, we will solve the second one. Now how will you will apply the limit a to b f of x dx? Now students, when you are suppose leave this limits a to b only, what is the indefinite integral of f of x dx? Means integration of f of x dx is, suppose that after integration it is coming capital F of x plus c. This is the indefinite integral. Now you have to apply the limit also. That is limit after integration we will write here a to b. Now when you will apply the limit, how you will apply the limit? You can apply the limit upper limit. Therefore, f of x plus c, you will, in the place of this x, we will put this upper limit first. In the place of x, it will come f of b plus c bracket. How you will apply the limit? The formula is upper limit minus lower limit. Then minus sign will come here. Now apply the lower limit, so it will come f of a bracket plus c. When you will open the bracket, then this c will cancel. So what is left? F of b minus f of a. So this is the answer of, in this way you can find out the integration of a to b f of x dx. Means first of all you have to find out the integration, means indefinite integral by integration. After finding the integration, you have to apply the limit in the place of x. First you will apply the limit in the place of x, upper limit minus lower limit. That is the answer, and it will be the exact value. C will not come because it is bounded area. This function is bounded between x equal to a and x equal to b. So this will be the exact value, unique value in the definite integral. So C constant will not come, but in definite integral constant will come because the limit is that area is not bounded between the limits. Now after that we will start the exercise. Now we are not solving the exercise 7.8 because that is according to limit of some. Now students, let us start the exercise 7.9. In exercise 7.9, first question is find the integration of minus 1 to 1 of x plus 1 dx. Now this is definite integral because the limit is given here, that is minus 1 to 1. So first of all we will find out the integration. So it will come here x square upon 2, integration of this x is, first you write this step, minus 1 to 1 x dx plus minus 1 to 1 y dx. So what is the integration of x? That is x square upon 2. Then minus 1 to 1 plus integration of 1 dx is x. Then minus 1 to 1. So put the value here. How you can apply the limit? That is upper limit minus lower limit. So in the place of x, put this upper limit. So 1 square upon 2 minus, in the place of x, put this minus 1 square upon 2 plus, in the place of x, put upper value, that is minus, and here minus 1. So what will come here after solve this one? It will come 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 because here minus 1 square, that is 1 plus 1 plus 1. So what is coming here? It is coming here 2 because this term will cancel, and this is the exact value. You can apply any method but the answer will be same in definite integral, but in indefinite integral the answer may be different. Now second method is, you can take this integration like this, minus 1 to 1 x plus 1 dx. No need to separate, or no need to separate the integration. Directly you can write x square upon 2 plus x and minus 1 to 1. After that you can write here 1 upon 2 plus 1. Means first you are applying the upper limit in both the cases. Then minus lower limit, minus 1 square upon 2 plus minus 1. After that it will come 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So it will come 3 by 2 minus, take LCM. So after it will come 1 minus 2 upon 2. So minus 1 by 2, that is plus 1 by 2. So it will come 4 by 2 is equal to 2. So this is answer. You can apply by this method or separate the integration or take as a together. Now after this we will solve the next question. The next question is also very simple. That is, what is the integration of 1 by x dx? Integration of 1 upon x dx. So what is the integration of 1 upon x dx? The integration of 2x is log x, but the limit is given here. What is the limit? Limit is 2 to 3. So you can solve this integration. The integration of 1 by x is log x and the limit is 2 to 3. So what will come here? Log 3 minus log 2. So the upper limit minus lower limit. After that you can apply the formula here, log m minus log n. What is the formula? Log m minus log n, that is log m upon n. So you can write here log 3 upon 2, or up to this it is correct. If you want to write, you can write the next one step, or up to this. You can write up to this. Now after this we will solve the next question. Question number 3rd. In question number 3rd, find the integration of 4x cube minus 5x square and plus 6x plus 9, and the limit is 1 to 2 dx. So how you will solve it? Separate the limit 1 to 2 4x cube dx, separate the integration with limits, minus integration of 1 to 2 5x square dx, then plus integration of 1 to 2 6x dx, plus integration of 1 to 2 9 dx. Now what is the integration of this one? 4x constant, and what is the integration of x cube? That is x raised to power 4 upon 4, and then apply the limit, that is 1 to 2, and this 4 cancel here. After that minus 5 is outside, integration of x square is x cube upon 3, limit 1 to 2, plus 6 is outside, integration of this one is x square upon 2, 1 to 2, plus 9x, limit 1 to 2. After that apply. After this calculated, it will come x4. Apply the limit 2 raised to power 4 minus 1 raised to power 4 minus 5 into 2 raised to power 3 upon 3 minus 1 raised to power 3 upon 3. After that plus 3 is outside, 2 square minus 1 square plus 9 into 2 minus 1. So after that it will come here. After that this step, find out 2 raised to power 4, that is 16, this one. So it will come here 16 minus 1 plus minus 5, and here 8 upon 3 minus 1 by 3 plus 3 into 1, 4 minus 1 plus 9 into 1. After that it will become 15 minus 5 into 7 by 3 by taking LCM plus 9 plus 9. After that 15 minus 35 upon 3 plus 18. Now take the LCM. After taking LCM, it will come in 45 minus 35 plus 54. Add these two terms, so it will come 99 minus 35 upon 3. So after this it will come 64 upon 3. So this is the solution of question number 3rd. Now after that we will solve the next question, that is find out the integration of sin 2x with limit 0 to pi by 4. Integration of sin 2x 0 to pi by 4 dx. Now you know that what is the integration of sin 2x, how you can find out the integration of sin 2x. The integration of sin x is, what is the integration of sin x? That is minus cos x, but here sin 2x, so it will come minus cos 2x upon 2 with limit 0 to pi by 4. So after that it will come minus of cos, apply the limit 2 into pi by 4 upon 2 minus, and again minus here this one, minus cos 2 into 0 upon 2. In the place of x we are putting the upper limit first and lower limit. What is the formula? Upper limit minus lower limit. After that it will come minus cos. What is the value? It will cancel, so it will come pi by 2 upon 2. What is the value of cos 90 degree? The cos 90 is 0, and after that minus plus cos 0 upon 2. So this term will come 0 because cos 90 is 0, and what is the value of cos 0? That is 1, so it is coming here, answer is 1 by 2. So this is the required answer of question number 4. After that, similarly question number 5, that is the integration of cos 2x with limit 0 to pi by 4. You can solve this. Now after that we will solve the different question. Now solve this one, that is 7th question, integration of 0 to 10 0 to pi by 4 tan x dx. This is the question number 7. Now you can solve easily question number 5th and 6th. Now we will solve the question number 7th here. That is 0 to pi by 4 tan x dx. You know that what is the integration of 0 to this tan x? You know the indefinite integral of tan x. How we can solve it? That is, what is, we can write this tan x as sin x upon cos x. So what is the integration of this one? That is minus log cos x plus c. But in this we are solving this definite integral, so it will come here minus log of cos x with 0 to pi by 4. After that we will apply the limit here, minus log cos of pi by 4 minus upper limit minus lower limit, then minus log of cos 0. Now what is the value of this one? Minus log cos pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 is 45 degree, that is 1 by root 2, minus plus. What is the value of this? Cos 0. Cos 0 is 1, so it will come log 1. After that we can apply the limit here log m minus log n. So it will come here log m. After that we can write this term as minus of log root 2 raised to power minus 1, because 1 by root 2 we can write this in the form of this root 2 raised to power minus 1 plus log 1. After that we can write this minus log 2 raised to power half or minus half, because root is there, the value of root is half, so we can write here minus half plus log 1. So take here, you know that what is the formula of log m raised to power n, that is n log m. We will apply this formula here. So it will come minus plus 1 by 2 log 2 plus log 1. So after that we can write this log m plus log n. What is log m plus n? That is log m into n. So log of 1 by 2 and log 1 is 0 here. So what is the answer? 1 by 2 log 2. No need to apply the log m into n because the value of log 1 is 0. So what is the answer? Answer is half log 2. Now after this we will solve the question number 9. The question number 9 is integration of 0 to 1 dx upon root of 1 minus x square. Now students, I want to tell you one thing more. If you are changing the limit a to b f of x dx, in property I will tell you, then this will change. A This is the property. In properties I will tell you this one. Now integration of 0 to 1 dx root 1 minus x square. You know that this is the integration of 1 upon root 1 minus x square. This is the formula. That is, this is the derivative of which term? That is sin inverse x. So integration of means indefinite integration of this is sin inverse x, and here the limit is 0 to 1, so it will come 0 to 1. After that we will apply the limit. So upper limit in the place of x, put the upper limits minus lower limit. Now from chapter inverse trigonometry, you know that sin inverse 1, the value of 1 is, what is the value of 1 in the form of sin? That is 90 degrees. So pi by 2, sin inverse 1 is pi by 2 and sin inverse 0 is 0. So what is the answer in question number 9? That is pi by 2. After that, question number 10 is integration of 0 to 1 dx upon 1 plus x square. You know that this is the formula of integration of 1 upon 1 plus x square, that is tan inverse x. Tan inverse x, and the limit are here 0 to 1. So after that apply the limit tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 0. So tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. At 45 degree tan is 1 and tan inverse 0 is 0. So what is the answer? Pi by 4. Pi by 4 is the answer of question number 9. After that we will solve the question number 11. In question number 11, what is given? Integration of 2 to 3 dx upon x square minus 1. You know that integration of x square minus 1 is 1 upon 2a log mod x minus a upon x plus a plus c. This is the integration of 1 upon x square minus a square. So here we will apply this formula. Here a definite integral, so we will apply the limit also. So x square minus 1, it will become 1 upon 2a. What is a here? That is 1 log of x. What is x? X is x, and in the place of a we will put a minus 1, x plus 1, and the limits are 2 to 3. C is in the indefinite integral. That is the formula, and we are putting a definite integral. We will put the limit here. So after putting the limit, it is coming here half log, that is 3 minus 1 upon 3 plus 1. First we are putting the upper limit, then minus half of log. Now lower limit is 2 minus 1 upon 2 plus 1. So after that it will come half log 2 upon 4 minus 1 by 2 log 1 upon 3. It will come half log 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 log 1 by 3. After that take this 1 by 2 common and log 1 by 2 minus log 1 by 3. After that we can apply the formula here, log m minus log n. What is the formula of log m minus n? The formula of log m minus log n is equal to log of m upon n. So we will apply this formula. It will come half of log 1 by 2 upon 1 by 3. So after that it will come half log 3 by 2. So this is the required solution of question number 11. Now students, continue with the question number 12. Integration of 0 to pi by 2 cos dx. Now in this question you know that from indefinite integral we will put the value of this cos square x here. That is 1 plus cos 2x upon 2 dx. After that we will take this Now 0 to pi by 2, 1 plus cos 2x dx. Now what is our next step? We will separate this integration. Integration of 0 to pi by 2, 1 dx plus integration of 0 to pi by 2 cos 2x dx. After that it will come 1 by 2 is as it is outside the integration. Now what is the integration of 1 dx? That is x and limit is 0 to pi by 2. In next step we will put the limit. After that what is the integration of cos 2x? The integration of cos 2x is sin 2x upon 2 and the limit is 0 to pi by 2. After that 1 by 2 is here. Now apply the limit. In the place of x we will put the upper limit. So it will come pi by 2 minus 0. Upper limit is pi by 2 and the lower limit is 0. So it will come here pi by 2 minus 0. And in the next place that is plus sin of 2 into pi by 2 upon 2 minus sin 2 into 0 upon 2. After that it will come 1 by 2 into pi by 2, so it will come pi by 4 plus 1 by 2 into this 2 to cancel. What will come here? Sin pi. What is the value of sin pi? The value of sin pi is 0 minus sin 0 upon 2. After solve this one, so pi by 4 plus half of 0 minus 0, because sin is 0 and sin pi is 0. So what is coming here? The answer is pi by 4. So this is the required solution of question number 12. Now thank you students.